Again, so I was the only one who created this game. The team size that we had, the team size that we had was one at that time. So I'm not sure if a lot of you know, but I have formal education in computer science. I even went to the US to learn about graphics. So I did my MS from Columbia University. One of the reasons that I went there was because game development is a very complex process. Even if people have degrees in engineering, so I did my BA in computer engineering from KICT Pune. But game development is an entirely new beast. You need a different kind of education if you really want to create games. And you can definitely teach gaming yourself, but that takes time. And I'm sure if you have an ambition to create the next World of Warcraft, you don't have a lot of time. So you have to skip a lot of things. I wish I had that kind of education. For example, CBDU is one of the institutes who teaches game development, I guess. And at my time, there was nothing. In fact, the graphics course that they used to teach in University of Pune was very outdated. They used to teach us how to draw lines, for example. Right? The world is moving in creating like crazy, complex, beautiful 3D graphics game, and they used to tell us how to draw a line in 2D, for example. And I'm not sure if the course is updated till now or not. So I tried teaching myself. So I was working in Infosys at that time, and after 6 p.m. when the official working hours are over, I used to sit there and try to program the game. I wanted to really create the game. I got myself a lot of books and I started learning, but I was clueless, right? It has so many things. It has design, art, programming, and like since it is such a visual thing, it has a lot of interactivity. It is very different from other software that you create, right? If you have used, for example, Facebook, it is at the end of the software, but you have to just keep on clicking buttons and a new screen opens. There is no character interactions, for example, that is happening. Right? It's a plain background, right? How do you create a 3D background and have the UI overlay on top of that? Right? It's an entirely new beast. And I tried doing that for like 6 months and I realized that no, I can't do that. I need to actually get a formal education in that. So I went to US and I studied computer graphics there. And in summers, I got an internship in electronic arts. I'm sure all of you know what EA is, right? And that was like a dream come true for me. And the office that I got was EA headquarters in Redwood City, California. And it gave me an opportunity to work on The Sims 3. I'm sure a lot of you know about the Sims franchise. And when I first time entered into the EA office, it was like a huge building. And in the lobby, they had like gaming consoles one after the other. And I was like, wow, this is what I wanted to do all my life. And then I went to the first floor, that is where our team used to sit, and that entire floor was for the Sims team. Right? The team size was around 120. And like the smartest people, right? They have created such a successful franchise. And they had huge posters of Sims all over the place. And I had worked at Infosys before, and Infosys, like all brand, you don't see anything. They have like really good ceilings and really good cubicles, but here it was entirely different. Right? I had like 3 monitors like this on the desk at the game. And that was like the best. I would say still that it was one of the best years of my life. Right? And I started working there, and in a month I realized that this is not fun. And that was actually a very, very scary time for me. You know, because when I went to US, I took a very huge education loan. And I thought the life mission that I had was to actually get a job in electronic arts and keep great games like NFL Need for Speed and The Sims and the FIFA and a lot of games like that. But after a month, I realized that this is not what I want to do. I thought there is something seriously wrong with me, right? And after thinking more about it, I actually realized that the kind of work that I'm doing in such a huge organization is negligible. Right? If you consider the Sims 3 work, like this room, for example, the contribution that I was making was like this much. And I felt that this is very irrelevant. Like I'm not able to make any difference, right? Even if I don't do this part, it wouldn't really make a difference. So the first lesson that I learned that when you are starting a career in game development, don't go with a very big company. And after a few months, I decided that this is not really what I want to do. And before that, I actually tried talking to my manager. I told him that, hey, I have got a formal education in computer graphics. I want to be the part of the graphics team. I want to contribute much more. And he was like, hey, how much experience do you have in game industry? So I was like, 1 month with you guys. And he said that, hey, that is irrelevant. So I said, what can I do then? So he said that you'll have to wait for some amount of time. You'll have to wait for like 3-4 years before I can give you some good responsibilities. And I realized that even after 3-4 years, the kind of work that I do will go from this to maybe this. Right? And it will take me like the entire lifetime to actually make a really good difference. So I updated my life mission to say that I want to grow really fast in my career. I want to create games myself. Like I want to be the driver of whatever thing is required to create games. And I knew that I could work there for like 1 year, earn some money. I could work there for 2 years, earn some money, come back, work for 3 years. But how do I decide how many years you have to work there? Right? You can never say that this is enough. It's never enough. So at that time, I think I took one of the most difficult decisions of my life to actually give everything up. Take a leap of faith and come back to India. Right? During that time, I used to play a game called as Rock Band a lot in US. How many of you have heard of Rock Band? Not a lot of people have heard of it. Super fun game to play. It's not doing good these days, but during that time, back in 2008, it was like crazy phenomenal. So what happens is they give you actual physical equipments, and there is a song that they play, and there are notes that comes in. So you have to perfectly time it. So they'll give you an actual guitar, for example. They'll give you an actual drum. They'll tell you when exactly to hit. And when you're playing the game, it's like you're actually playing the guitar, even if you don't know it. Or drums, for example. So I thought that, hey, and during that time, Rock On was released, the movie that I'm sure you must have heard. So Hindi Rock was like, okay, that the kind of music that they had in that movie was entirely different than the usual Bollywood thing. And I think Hindi Rock was really picking up at that time, so I thought that let's go back to India and create a rock band for India. Right? And that was like the original idea that I had with Hindi Rock. When I came back, I actually realized that I actually talked to a lot of people. I actually created a lot of plans, a lot of documents, a lot of Excels and things like that. And ultimately realized that this will not work in India. And when I came back, my father gave me like 1 lakh rupees. And he said that this is all you have, so do whatever you want with this money. And I realized that with this amount of money, I can definitely not create a rock band. I mean, it has 3D graphics, complex like peripherals and hardware and things like that. You need a lot of money for that, right? Plus, I was thinking of creating games for PC, for example, in India, because iPhone was just picking up. Consoles are not usually popular. PS2 is the only console that works in India that used to at least work in India for that during that time. PC was the market I thought I'll be able to reach a lot of people. But yeah, it needed huge investment.